Hey guys, Kate here from Emerald Minecart, and what do you think of my Halloween costume? You're probably wondering, Kate, what are you supposed to be? Well, simple. I happen to be Garu from Uchu Sentai Q Ranger, aka one of the Super Sentai seasons I wish gets adapted one day. So, yeah. Sadly, I couldn't find one that was him outside of his ranger outfit. Maybe I might make that myself. I don't I don't know, but one day it might show up. But anyways, this is my Halloween costume for Minecraft, which it won't be my Halloween costume outside of Minecraft because I don't have the materials for it. I'll be as someone else, which you'll probably see a post about on Twitter or something. I don't know. Or if you know me from my DeviantArt, you might see it there. Oh, and also decided to have my cape. Decided to have this cape on because it looks cool. So yeah. And also, wait, hold on. Yeah, especially since the cape looks like something the Magna Defender would wear as well. So, yeah, and also, if you couldn't tell from my last video, yeah, I may or may not have a obsession with the two characters of Sho and Garu from Uchu Sentai Q Ranger. So, yeah. And to be honest, out of all Sentai seasons, the name of Uchu Sentai Q Ranger is the easiest for me to pronounce, so yeah. Man. I swear I sound like a weeb, but I don't care. Okay, so, anyways, as we see, our magnificent land, we will be building shit. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to be building stuff. Because why not? Oh, man. And also, I'm going to have to try to get more sheep, because I do have some things planned where it may take a good amount of wool, so there's that. So, let's go. And also, I need to try to get a dog. So, there's that. Man. Just gotta find some sheep. I don't want to resort to stealing one. And I gotta be careful because again, there's a good amount of wolfers around here, and I don't want to risk getting my sheep killed by wolfers. Because that's the last thing I want. I don't want to have to kill a precious wolfers, okay? I don't want to have to do that, okay? Just saying. Okay, that's a chicken, not a sheep. Thankfully, not a wolfers either. Okay. Time for a mighty quest to hunt down a ship and make sure it doesn't get murdered by a wolfers. Which, yes, that is how I pronounce wolves. Mostly because the word wolfers just sounds cuter. And, oh! Well, what do you know? Now I need to figure out how to get it down. And hopefully I can find an easier way up here. Oh wait, I have a shovel. I have the power of communism. I'm joking, I'm joking. Come on. Come on there, sheep. Come on. Okay. I also should probably get a lead, just in case. Or, yeah, lead. Yeah. Don't know why they don't have it as leash, though. But then again, maybe they're just afraid someone might make some sort of kinky sexual Minecraft video. Which, to be honest, doesn't even matter, because even then, people still do that. Ugh, God, trust me, I've seen clips of those type of videos, and those, I generally don't, look, listen, if you like Minecraft characters with boobs, like with giant boobs, listen, that's fine and all, but if you like it and you're talking to me, could you not bring it up or force me to look at it? Just saying. Especially since for me personally, Minecraft plus massive boobs or anything sexual is a big no thank you. Especially since, I don't know, it just would be weird seeing, like, a Minecraft character sexualized. Like, and also, don't even get me started on the sexualized circus baby model out there. Don't even. Wait, wait, sheep, come. Yeah, like, don't even get me started on that thing. And also, don't even get me started about Zamations either. Oh my god. Especially since recently I discovered that Zamations is somewhat of a horrible person. So, is that on? So yeah. Which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you ever heard of, like, the game Poppy's Playhouse, it's basically somewhat ripping off another game called Venge, which Venge is also made by another Minecraft animator. I don't know who, but I know that the creator is, in fact, a Minecraft animator, so there's that. I'm sorry, Mr. Cow, but you're not needed. Oh, shit. Hey, wait, come on, come on. Shit, hey, sheep. Look, look, I'm sorry. I had to kill the cow only. But so, yeah, so basically Poppy's Playhouse is a lot like Venge, and it's been discovered, especially since when the creator of Venge came out, and basically revealed that Zamation and Eagle Roster, however you say the other guy's name, aren't really the nicest people, and especially towards the creator of Venge as well, which I haven't played Venge, but I have seen playthroughs of it, and to be honest, it's not really my type of game, but it does look interesting, so I will say that. It is cool, so yeah. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's just been a mess, especially since I loved Zamation. Zamation was one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers slash Minecraft animators. So yeah, it just hurts. Sweet baby. But yeah, it just hurts knowing that. Like, don't you just hate it when like you have someone you look up to, but then like a little later, or even a few years or a lot of years later, you discover that you're not really the greatest person. So yeah, and again, like I know there's the separate the art from the artist, which is something I definitely do, especially with one of my favorite horror series, Jeepers Creepers, which, if you don't know about the creator of Jeepers Creepers, let's just say I don't want to say what it is, but basically there's a reason why he went to prison. And it wasn't a really good reason. And it wasn't really a reason you'd want to have to be in prison, so yeah, but back to the animation, yeah, it just hurts knowing what they've done. So, yeah. Besides, the animations were like the newer ones aren't really my type, and I'm not really a big fan of them either. So, yeah, that I guess. So yeah, man. But yeah, anyways, to move on and make sure I don't get depressed. Yeah, so back to what we were doing. We're just going to be building things, I guess, or trying to build things. So, yeah. So, as we can see, we have a little base here, I guess. I don't know. Oh, God. Well, since I really don't have anything to talk about, I'm just going to talk about how my high school is going, because I feel like maybe you guys should know, especially since me, to be honest, you guys knowing how like my high school has been, it just feels like it's important, especially since high school is one of the reasons, or actually, yeah, high school is one of the reasons why I don't really make that much videos, because like, well, yes, it's not completely, but it is part of the reason why usually I don't feel like making videos or so. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain, but basically, school is one of the reasons that does take away my free time, and usually I like to use my free time to either draw or make videos or plan stuff. So, yeah. So that's actually one of the reasons why you'll only be seeing a lot of like the more frequent uploads during like breaks and stuff when I have more time. Which, yeah, especially since to be honest, I've always seen high school as like a waste of time. Like when you're done with elementary, I feel like after that, that's when you can graduate, and like middle school and high school are just optional things for you, so you could somewhat learn more things. Like middle school and high school should just be those schools that let you learn whatever you want, like what you want to do for your future, and they're just optional. They're not required. But I doubt that will ever happen one day. But hey, maybe it might, maybe it won't. I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, so so recently, like my school is actually pretty okay, I guess. And also, just like my last middle school, or not middle school, just like my last high school, this high school is actually really big. And like, not just big either, but no joke, whenever like I go through the hallways, I legitimately feel like I'm walking through an airport. Like, you know how big the hallways of airports are? Yeah, that's how big some of the hallways of the school feel. Which, that's not a joke either, so... Yeah, there's that. And also, obviously, I'm not going to say the name of this high school because I don't want any of you stalking me and meeting me at my school. Because here's the thing. Well, yes, I wouldn't mind fan interactions, which yes, I am highly aware that I'm not that popular. But I would want to say that, there are specific times and places where fan interactions aren't really the most appropriate, or the places I'd want to meet up. Discovering all of you finding out what school I go to is something I don't want unless I no longer go to that school. So yeah, there's that I guess. Yeah. And anyways, back to the school then. So, yeah, my school and also just like my last high school, this high school is actually really accepting of people who aren't straight. Especially, and this is especially shown by some of the posters they have on the wall, which like they have these they have posters on the wall, obviously, like all schools would. But like some of the posters they have are like showing that or basically saying that yes, they do accept LGBT people, which I still remember seeing those posters and feeling really happy seeing them, especially since it made me feel safe there. So yeah, like that's especially since that's one of the things. Like if if you're a student at a school and you're not straight, you're from the LGBT community, one of the things required is for you to feel safe and know that if someone tries to hurt you, you are protected and consequences will happen to the person who has tried to hurt you. So yeah, that seeing those posters legitimately made me smile. So yeah. But now I'm going to talk about one problem at the school, which this is really only a minor one, but the problem is the fact that the lunch lines, depending on what time you get there, specifically if you're late, aren't really the greatest. Mostly because how long they can get. And this is just mostly and this really only applies to people who aren't really the biggest fans of waiting in long lines, like yours truly. But I won't really complain about it. Well, technically I do, but not out loud, and I only complain about it in my head. So the school tried to fix this problem because basically all the lines were basically clusters in the form of lines, which, yeah, those lines aren't really the greatest lines, obviously. They're the worst type of lines. So there's that. So basically they tried to fix it, and they somehow made it even worse. not only the lines are longer because they're not cluster lines anymore, which was the only good thing about them, but also there was a problem. Now, this is not really the school's fault, but mostly it's some of the people in line, which this is another thing that annoys me, but what these people would do, or hold on, yeah, like what these people would do is basically they would just talk to each other and not notice that the line was moving. Which here's the thing. Well, yes, it is annoying. To be honest, it's not as bad, I guess. To be honest, it's not really one of the things that annoys me as much as some other things, but it does definitely get annoying. It's like, oh my lord, could you please look in front of you for once? It's not anything to try to sound rude or anything, but still, it just gets really, really annoying. But yeah, anyways, and also, yeah, anyways, now back to other stuff that aren't bad, thankfully. Another thing I'd like to mention is just like my high school, there were even and odd days. But here's the thing though. Just unlike my high school, which was like even day, odd day, even day, odd day, even or odd day, this one was Monday would be a mixture of both even and odd days, and then like Tuesday would be even. Actually, wait, no, yeah, Tuesday. Wait, no, yeah, Tuesday would be odd. I think. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I think they were. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, Tuesday would be even. Wednesday would be odd. Thursday would be even, and then Friday would be odd, and then yeah, that's basically how it was. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a interesting way to have a school schedule, I guess. I don't really care about it that much. It doesn't really change that much, to be honest. So yeah, it was that. And also another thing, like just like my last high school, there actually really isn't that much of a dress code. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, because, be yourself. Well, they do have a dress code, which is don't come in, don't come to school in just underwear, obviously. And obviously, if you're a girl, don't come to school topless. Like, there's going to be the obviously there is going to be a dress code that will have the obvious don't come to school butt naked, or don't come to school in just underwear, or don't come to school in something sexual or anything. I don't know, but still. All I know is yes, there is some form of a dress code, but thankfully it is not as bad. Thankfully. It's thankfully not as bad as my middle school, where they basically would be mad at you if you wore those jeans that have holes in them. Which, actually, fun fact, those jeans that have holes with them actually do cost way more than regular jeans. That's not a joke either. To be honest, I wish I was joking about that, but they're not. Like, it's like, why does it cost so much money for, like, seriously, it's like, wait, why does it cost so much money to wear pants that make you look like you just survived a wolf attack? Like, who would want that? I'm genuinely curious. Could someone answer that for me, please? Like, who would want that? Like, I get it's a style choice, but still, I don't get it. I really don't. I want to, but it would take a while to explain it to me. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Wait, where did? Oh wait, I must have. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I put the potion thing down there. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, and also recently my parents went out with some friends for a few days, and they won't be back until like tomorrow night or something. So I actually had to stay home, and basically what I was going to do is log on to Google. and try to do the schoolwork from home. But sadly, I had login problems with my account, and I just couldn't do it. So when I get back to school on Wednesday, I'm going to have to play the catch-up game. Hooray! But usually they don't give you a lot of stuff. Like, and by a lot of stuff I mean like all the classes. Like in total, it's a good amount, but separately, it's not that much. Thankfully, so there's that. Man. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, school has been pretty enjoyable, and there are a lot of nice people, and I've even made a friend who really does remind me of River. So there's that. And when I say really does remind me of River, I don't mean River secretly moved here and is at my school. That I don't mean that. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, now we're done with that. I actually do want to talk about two things, specifically two projects I have planned, which will probably be curious. What are these projects? Well, one of these. Okay, now before I go on, one of these projects obviously will take a longer while than the other one. Well, depends, but the first one is going to be basically me and a bunch of our people dubbing Uchu Sentai Q Ranger. Why? Well, because the chances of Uchu Sentai Q Ranger being adapted are very low, especially since, according to someone at Hasbro from a tweet, apparently it won't be adapted because there are too many Rangers, which, to be honest, I kind of find complete bullshit. Like, I respect the guy's opinion, but to be honest, I think it could be done, especially in the form of a comic, which, also, this person is the same person who said, like, Lupin Ranger versus Pattern Ranger couldn't be adapted because Rangers can't be criminals, and the other Rangers are police officers, which, if you know how people are with that, then, yeah, now here's the thing. With the criminal part, I think how it could be done is like the like Rangers that are resemble thieves. Like they could be like at first they could be evil Rangers that redeem themselves halfway through the series. And with the Pattern Rangers, which are the police officer themed ones, to be honest, I'm not going to say anything about that because I don't want to say anything stupid, and I definitely don't want to say something that someone might try to make it seem like something homophobic or horrible or I don't know. I just don't want to say anything that sounds stupid or could get me in trouble in the future. So yeah, but still, I feel like those two seasons, especially Uchi Sentai Q Ranger, could eventually get adapted, especially since, Sentai, or not Sentai, Hasbro could find a way, especially since, it's Hasbro, so I'm just hoping that eventually Uchi Sentai Q Ranger does eventually get adapted. But anyways, back on topic, this is basically going to be a dubbing of the whole series, and I do have some actors planned, which, if you're curious of what the actors are, I actually do have the list right now. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I do have the list, thankfully. Okay. So basically, the name of this dub would actually be called Power Rangers Supernova, which the Power Rangers Supernova thing is actually a name of a of the of the adaptation that was okay. Let me rephrase myself. So basically, someone at the Hasbro did pitch like to some like it was on this podcast where they did come up with a pitch for a adaptation of Uchu Sentai Q Ranger, and would have been called Power Ranger Supernova. And I thought, you know what, that name actually does sound pretty cool, so I just decided to use it for this. And basically, it's going to be a dubbing of the entire series of the Uchu Sentai Q Ranger season, and maybe even the movie. And also the actors will be, and here are the actors. I will be voicing Lucky, the Power Rangers YouTuber SD will be voicing Stinger, one of my friends from Twitter named Blackterio will be voicing Garu, Bruno from Mighty Morphin Power Ranger or MMPR Toys will be voicing Balance, Another one of my friends, Ender Fredbear 51, will be voicing Champ. Carl Smallwood from well, from Fiend Fact, which I will say this: if I the can't get contact with him, then I'll try to find someone else because chances are I won't be able to get in contact with some of these people. But I will try. So Carl Smallwood will voice Nagare. Mia, who is also from MMPR Toys, will voice Hammy. Someone else I know called Katie and Sonic will voice Raptor283. One of my friends from Twitter named Dalen TV will voice Spada. Darkbox, which if you're from the FNAF community, he may seem familiar, will voice Sho Ronpo, which is the purple Uchu Sentai Kaiu Ranger, which actually to say ones, Lucky's the Red Ranger, Stinger's the Orange Ranger, Garu is the Blue Ranger, Balance is the Gold Ranger, Champ is the Black Ranger, Nagare is the Silver Ranger, Hammy is the Green Ranger, Raptor 283 is the Pink Ranger, Spada is the Yellow Ranger, Shouranpo is the Purple Ranger, then Ryan Toys Review, which is another person I doubt I'll be able to get in contact, but if I can't get in contact with them, I'll try to find someone else. Will be voicing Kotaro Sakuma, which is the Sky Blue Ranger. And the reason I chose Ryan Toys Review is because in the show, the Sky Blue Ranger is actually a child, so you would need a child to voice a child, or I could try to get Bart's voice actor, but I doubt that would happen. So yeah, and then finally, Kellen Goff would voice Tsurgi. Um, I don't know how to say the guy's name, but he is the 12th Ranger, and he is that type of Ranger that is basically the secondary Red Ranger. And again, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce his name, but I'll try. Tsurgi. You know what? No, I'm not going to try to butcher it. But yeah, these are the actors I have planned, and chances of me not being able to get in contact with them are somewhat high. So there is a reason why I said it's going to be a good while until you see this happen. Especially since there's actually another reason. I need to get like some sort of DVD player that can play DVDs from Japan, like from like the type that can play DVDs from other regions. Like I found one on eBay, but I'm going to have to wait to buy it. So yeah. And also, the series is going to be made for fun, so I don't know how paying the actors thing will work, and yeah, that's going to be a bit complicated, especially since if I did try to make money off of this, Tokusatsu would be very mad and would probably sue me, and I don't want that. I don't want to have to wake up one day to discover I'm being sued by a company I look up to. That is just a big no thank you for me. Just saying. So yeah, this is obviously going to be something you're not going to see for a good while. So yeah, and then the other thing is actually going to be something stop motion related that's called stop motion. And it's mostly just going to be a bunch of stuff with action figures, and it's generally just a series that's going to be made for fun. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, and actually just going to end the video here. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you guys subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all guys later.